Good morning. Wakey. It's been a minute. I don't know what's going on with the screen thing, but whatever. We're back. Okay. It's been a while, so happy Sunday. Hope all is well. And I should have turned this down, but I didn't. I'm doing it now because you know who was going to automatically wake up and smell the roses. This down a little bit. Hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. Okay, so let me tell you about my Mother's Day. It was wonderful. Okay, the best Mother's Day ever that I've had. Yeah, Cheerios. I was trying to clean these, but for some reason, I'm not doing a good job. Um, I went on Broadway. Husband took me to Broadway, New York City. Of course, that's my second home. If you didn't know, now you know. And I saw my John, the Punisher. In my mind, we're like best friends. He's my brother, my older brother, because he called me when they did a movie at my husband's office. So my husband got him to call me. I said, John, is that you? He said, how you know it's me? I know your voice. I am a Punisher girl. Okay. So I call him John like we know each other. But yeah. So I went to go see him on Broadway, Dog Day afternoon. It was really great. And I'm not just saying it because he was in there, but it was really great. And then I stayed at one of my favorite hotels, which is the Marriott Marquis. I always wanted to stay there, and I just thought it was a little pricey because to me, yes, I've stayed at Four Seasons and paid them $900, but that's different. Four Seasons is different. Okay, it's a different thing. I just thought the Marriott Marquis was kind of overpriced a little bit, but I always wanted to stay there. So husband made that dream come true, and it's gorgeous in there. I mean, you don't even have to leave out. They have a theater in there. They have two Starbucks, all these restaurants. It's like, and then you can go to your room and see all the Times Square. So I thought that was wonderful. Hands down, best Mother's Day ever. Got a Louis Vuitton bag. I will show you, but it's upstairs. I'm not going upstairs. Okay. So, and then I would have been back on here. I don't know why I keep skipping, but I would have been back on here. But let me tell you something. Medical. All of a sudden, out the blue, my sciatic wanted to show off. Like, don't tell my age. You tell my age when you show off like that. Don't do that. So had to go to the hospital for my leg, my side got acting crazy. What the? So I'm like, you've got to be joking. Then had his dental surgery scheduled. So dental surgery, stitches in my mouth. So that's why I'm like, I've been gone for 2 whole weeks from YouTube. Vacation to medical. That's some shit. But God's willing, I'm good so far. I have another doctor's appointment for my sciatic. He probably gonna put me in therapy because that's what he do. Um, but my dental surgery went well, knock on wood. I had stitches. I just got my stitches out Thursday, out my mouth, and I bit my lip at the top right there. So I have like a little thing going on right there. But I don't know what was going on. It swelled up. My whole face swelled up, like wrong side. This wait a minute, what the hell? This side, yeah. Um, so my face has swelled up. So now it's gone down a little bit. So I figured I'd grace you with my presence. Well, I had to kill this spider this morning. My husband don't care. He upstairs asleep. He don't care they after me. It was big too. I just used the broom to knock it down. Anyway, let's get to it. Hope everyone had a wonderful Mother's Day. Like I said, thank you, husband. Best Mother's Day in the world. I had a great time. We ate at Junior's. Um, we went at Applebee's. They had breakfast. It was okay. I didn't even know Applebee's had breakfast. Kind of weird, but yeah, it was a. Wait a minute. The Applebee's customer service was awesome. When we got there, right? So the gentleman, he didn't. He worked there, but he had street clothes on. So he wasn't. It wasn't time for him to clock in, I guess. So he came down and was like, somebody will be with you. Just go up those steps. And I'm like, you don't work here because you got regular clothes on. He's like, oh, I work here. I just got my regular clothes on. But to me, that is great customer service because he could cook. It was nobody out there. So he could have completely ignored us and let us stand there, but he didn't. He guided us up the steps and he wasn't even clocked in. So when we left, we gave him a $20 tip for being kind. And our waiter, he was awesome. I think he got 30. That customer service in Applebee's Times Square, hands down the best. Now we ate at Red Lobster Mother's Day evening. Mind you, I don't go out on Mother's Day because I just think it's too crowded and we'll do something later. But this time we did something on Mother's Day and it was the best Mother's Day I ever had. Thank you, husband. Best husband in the world. Till he give me that $1 million house they wouldn't let me look at because they wanted my tax returns and I wasn't doing that. Anyway, so, but the guy at Fridays, Red Lobster, he thought he deserved a $25 tip. Sir, we had to look for you. If I have to look for you, you don't get no tip. You gotta get out my face. Well, we gave him a tip, and it was $10. I said, you think you deserve $25? Yeah, I said it. And he said, well, give me what you want. Yeah, we will. If I gotta look for you, you don't get $25. What the? Anyway, but then my husband cup wasn't being refilled, so that's a problem too. But Junior's customer service is pretty good. He didn't get the whole 20, but it was good. I think he got 15. So I tell you like this: if we come to your restaurant and you see me sitting there, you getting $20. It's up to you to keep it. Now, if you get $1, that's on you. Anyway, good morning. So I want to talk about. I'm not gonna hold you long because husband and I have to get on the road. We're going again. I don't know why I'm skipping. I think it's the weather. We live by the water, so I don't know. It's jumping a lot, so I'm not going to hold you long. That's why we got all these spiders running around here. It's gross. And this one spider downstairs by the garage, he just built his whole family net. Like every time husband knock it down, he comes right back and make his little web and bring his little family members out like he live here. He didn't pay no more. Anyway, all right. So let's get to the show. I miss you guys. I miss being on here. Actually, no, I like the break. So I think, we're buffering. I like the break, but my stream is going really crazy today, and I think it's the internet because of the rain. And so we're working. Are we back? Okay, we're back. Anyway, so here we go. I want to talk about. I'm not going to hold you long because the internet is acting bananas. So calling for backup. This story I want to talk about is the story about the young lady, her boyfriend, um, and her had words and they were fighting or whatever the case may be. She calls her brothers. They come over like brothers do, protectors, right? I know if I call my brother, he ain't gonna answer. But if I put on a certain text, he'll come. Okay? That's how we got it set up. So now, but you call your brothers, right? And they come. That's what brothers do. They're protectors. Especially if you have a good relationship. Now, if you ain't got no good relationship, I don't think they're gonna come. But anyway, so listen. I don't understand. Why would you call in when 911 works? 911 was not on vacation. Um, they're working at 24 hours. Certain states, though, you have to call and leave a message. These are the states with no crime. Okay. So, why am I sure look like the commercial? Anyway, so listen, they come, they protect, it goes left. My thing is this: if you're dealing with a dangerous person or not. So, why would you call your brothers? Maybe you called them before, everything worked out, they went their way, he went their way. But this gentleman, he was really angry. So they got into it, he left the house. To me, why are you calling your brothers? Call 911. What? I mean, you know how severe his pissed off is. And if you notice his pissed off was on 10, why would you call your brothers? So call your brothers, they come, They get into it, they argue, the guy leaves the house and say he'll be back. So lock the door, call the police. For some reason, a lot of times we don't want to call the police on our family members because we know that it could really go left. And the way the police is moving, I understand. But at this point, you involved your brothers. So the game, the rule is to protect your brothers. Okay. Two. So, okay, brothers, if he left the house, may God rest your soul, lock the door, call the police. He comes back. He went to his car. The gentleman goes to his car, come back, and he has a weapon. So, and then and the sister said, don't open the door. By then, the police should have been there because you didn't call the police. Even if you don't want to call the police, call the fire department. Something to make noise. I always tell my son, police ever come to the door, you don't know why they're there, call the 911 and tell them you smell gas. They got to come out. As far as I know, we can trust the fire department because they actually just lay around the firehouse waiting for fires. They ain't doing shit. And they getting paid all this money to do nothing. But when it's time to suit up, their heroes. They in there cooking, watching TV, talking to their wives and side chicks on the phone. But anyway, so now they come out. So you call them, they come out, and it's a little bit safer because now there's noise, And I think once they hear the noise, they're less, he would, I think he would calm down a little bit with the noise. I think when we hear the noise, when something is going on, unless you're just on 10 and you about that life. So anyway, but the brothers opened the door when he come back. Why would you do that? He left the house to go get something. And yes, they are protectors, but he left the house to go get something. Come back, pow, pow. And then he told her, you see what you made me do? Those are words of abuser. If you think I'm joking, go to the website if you're being abused. They'll give you a whole list to help you out to make you decide whether you're being abused or not. So DV violence, domestic violence, So yeah, but I want to say to our women, and there's been a couple cases. It was one in New York and Queens, and there was one in Brooklyn, where ladies have called their boyfriends or their brothers, and they end up, deceased because they made that call to protect them. When I don't understand when you can't call the police if somebody's harming you. Because a lot of times, if somebody try to hit on me or get smoked with me, I don't come right home and tell my husband, for what? I ain't gonna get on the phone like, babe, put your shoes on. Where's your shoes at? Protect me. Like, come get me. Like, you better come over here and fight him. Put your hands up. I'm not gonna do that. I know don't you put your hands up. His AARP card is coming. We about to get free coffee. I'm not putting him in that position. You understand what I'm saying? I will try to handle it. And ladies, and also when guys try to talk to us, we have to be nice. Even if you don't want to. When guys try to talk to me, I'm the nicest person in the world. I make a joke and I'm like, oh my goodness, you're gonna have to date all of us. You gotta date my brother, you gotta date my 2 grandkids, you gotta date our 3 children, my husband, Misha, security. You gotta date everybody. All right, so where we going now? We're gonna go to all you can eat. Can you afford that? And then they be like, no, girl, go ahead. You got too much going on. See what you do? Just break them down. That's all you gotta do. But as a mother, I'm gonna be honest. You call me and tell me you call my sons, even though you're my daughter, to protect you, and you never called 911. I told you he was up. See how you do when I get on live? There you go. So, and you call to have my sons protect you, and I don't have my sons anymore. My sons are not on this planet. I'm so sorry, but our relationship is over. Because not once did you call the police. Had you called the police, and the police was coming, they were there, and then just the whole situation went left, that's something totally different. But you called my children to protect you. You're no longer my daughter. This is my feelings. This is how I feel. I don't know how you would feel. You took my babies from me because this mofo that you've been dating And y'all been going through this. This is not nothing new. This is not the first time he laid hands. It's not the first time that he laid hands. It's not the second. It's not the third. It's not the fourth. You've been in this relationship for years. And he said, see what you made me do? See this? He ain't got nothing to do. These retired people don't have nothing to do but play on the phone. You understand what I'm saying? So me, my babies, because of your foolishness with him, this man you chose to stay with, regardless, he been beating you up before. He been putting hands on you before. But you don't want to call the police and have him locked up, but you'll have my children no longer on this earth. Make it make sense. I don't understand. You got to make me understand. How can I have a relationship with you? Every time I look at you, I realize my children are not here. I can't have a relationship with you. I cannot. I'm so sorry. Yes, you're my daughter, and I still love you. I do. But ladies, we cannot call our family members to take care of issue that 9/11 is getting paid for. We paying our tax money for them to come out and do their job. And sometimes, it goes left when they come out. It do, but it was already gone left, the whole situation. Y'all should never open the door when they came back, when he came back. He couldn't get in. Why would you open the door? And then I don't know how I could live with myself if I call my brother and then he gets no longer here on this earth because of me, when I could have just called 911. So the whole time I'm sitting here waiting for him to get from A to B, I'm like, yeah, he gonna get you. But meantime, the estimated time for 911 to get to your house is 2 minutes versus him coming across town 20 minutes. Make it make sense. Ladies, we gotta stop calling our family members to help with our relationship or situationship, whatever you want to call it, whatever you're in. It don't make sense. And women, we start this thing, and I'll call my. No, you got this man around the corner sitting in his police car eating his donuts. No offense, because I know y'all like donuts. Don't act like I don't. Put the call in. Because he's not coming by himself. He's coming with his little friends. They might be a little pissed off because they're on the phone with their wife and they arguing, and the other one on the phone with his side chick. She won't act right. She going on the date. He about to act a fool, but he got to go home to his wife. It's just so much going on. But I guarantee you they'll hang up that phone and come see you and take care of your issue. And let me tell you about this mofo. He was crazy. Oh, the police came after. He sat right there and waited for him. Oh, I did it. Oh, he crazy. He ain't to be played with. Anytime he takes somebody off this earth and then he sit there and wait for the popo, oh, dude, crazy. But you knew who you was laying down with. So why involve your family? How can you just take these two beautiful gentlemen and then they're no longer here? As a mother, I can't even process that. My son is auspicious. Child, I still would be lost for words if he went to go protect somebody and then somebody called him to be a protector. Because you didn't have a phone. Even if, ladies, if your phone is cut off, 911 still works. Emergency still works. You can't call anybody else, but you can call 911. I think a lot of people don't know that. So when getting yourself in a situation like that, and even her, it gotta hurt you to know that your family is no longer here because of your situation. And 911 was not called until after the brothers was no longer here. All that time passed. All the time. If they needed SWAT would have came. They weren't doing nothing. They were sitting in the cage room waiting for a call. All this protection, all this, and nothing. And now I have to lay down my two beautiful babies, and you can't sit next to me. Because I'm telling you, I will fight her something terrible. It just, my heart goes out to the mother. I pray God give her the strength of 10 men because she gonna need it. Anyway, so let's be cautious of what we do when we get in a situation, dial 911. And 911 get there, they'll talk to you. Just be like, hey, don't kill him. Just, get him up out of here. He act a fool on your watch, then you do what you gotta do. But in this house, we're not gonna do that. I need you to take him up out of here peacefully. Now, if he act a fool, because I've been watching some of these body cam videos, and some of the stuff they deal with is unbelievable. Look at him playing on the phone. Anyway, it's unbelievable. But I will be at, hey, purchase my book, Master Mercedes. Let's put that out there. You need something to read while you're on vacation, especially since Spirit was canceled. Now y'all wait for a longer flight. So you're going to need something to read while you switch over to United. But I'm going to be at the Lord of Baltimore, June 13th. I'm trying to get to it. Not my calendar. Usually I don't have my calendar. I'll be at the Lord of Baltimore, June 13th. The 18th through the 21st, I will be in Canada. And then on the 27th, I'll be at the Charlotte African American Book Festival in Virginia. So, yeah, that's my schedule for the month. The first weekend is due to grandbaby, and my granddaughter is turning 5 in a couple of days, so we're excited about that. Go ahead and say a special happy birthday to my baby. Anyway, my twin, I want y'all to have a great Sunday. Be kind. Please make good choices. Watch what you do before you do it. Think about what you do before you do it. Have a wonderful Sunday. Get a small snack. You're in the house. It's raining. It's nothing on Netflix. You already watched Nemesis. So you already watched it. So grab my book, get a blanket, a glass of wine, and drink it up, and then read my book and tell me how you hate that bastard master. Have a wonderful day.